Crypto Daily, episode 27, coming right up.
Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz Crypto Daily. That's right. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Let's go. Dgenz Crypto Daily. News in the code. Riding on a blockchain. Heavy with the load. Lambo dreams are dying. Rugs are in the air. Chart gave us a minute to the trading everywhere. Real Bitcoin's on the moon. And Ether's on fire. Holders in the storm. Lifted higher and higher. With chart in the lead. Watch the candles glow. Crypto's in the fast lane. Never gonna hit them slow. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Oh, yeah. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, that's the key. Stay up on your game now. Trading is wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Fellow to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Velo to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds. Digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free.
Yes, I do. I have you wild and free. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Dgenz Crypto Daily, episode 27. On this amazing hump day. Oh, it's also an FOMC day. It's going to be pretty crazy in the markets today. Lots of volatility is coming. But before we talk about all of that, how are you doing? How are you doing on this amazing Wednesday? As always, we tell you to follow this account to make sure you're up to date with everything that happens in crypto. We throw up charts, we throw up analysis, funny comments. As well, you can go ahead and follow our sister account, Dgenz NFT. As it says, we're on a mission to deliver value to the Solana NFT space, and we really do. We want to make sure that if you are in our Discord, if you're a part of our community, you do win in this bull run that's coming up. As well, we partnered with Blowfin. If you are looking to ride with us during this bull run, we're going to be posting a lot of calls and scalps and different plays. Use this QR code to log in and register with Blowfin. You get 10% off on all your trades. Lots of crypto on Blowfin. RWA, Ondo is really, really popular. CTC is an interesting one too. I talked about that one a little bit. There's TRU. I believe that's also Truth. And there's a token, there's a Dusk, and so on. There's lots to trade on Blue or on Blowfin. as well. If you are interested in communicating with me during the stream, you want to ask questions, you're interested in finding out information about something, just go ahead and say hi in the chat, just like that. I see all the responses and questions, so if I find one that's really interesting, I'm going to post it in the stream. So got something funny to say, post it in there, just like that. So let's take a look at the news. What's new today? Looks like Bitcoin is trying to hold above 60. That was yesterday. I didn't think we were going to do so well just because of the timing of the decision to cut rates is too close to that move. And I'll show later, this move is short-lived, unfortunately. Now, do we have continuation and extension from there? That's to be seen. But right now, even though we are probably pricing in a 0.25 cut, I think the traders are most likely going to sell the news here in about a few hours from now, and it's going to be a lot of volatility at the news event. And I would stay away from any trading if you were trading short term. So, if you're looking to add a position at any point, wait in maybe like an hour or two to see what happens. If we're going up, right, it has to be a continued trend. We can't be just dumping. And then, one single bar going up is going to make or break the entire week, for example. So give it a couple hours, see whether or not we're sustaining any trend, and go from there. Anything short term, like I'm out of all short term trades right now. I'm not looking forward to trading the volatility. I'm going to wait until everything calms down a little bit and then go from there. Most likely, if we take a look at the Bitcoin chart, most likely we get some crazy action. I'm going to put it on even on an hourly scale. So we might see something like this where, they announce 0.25 cut, goes down here, touches, goes back up here, touches, and comes back down here, and then treads. So you're going to be, if you're in leverage trades, you're most likely going to be stopped out right here and right here. And so you really don't want to trade these volatile events. I would almost wait until you get here and then decide whether or not the direction is good enough and then go from there. We could easily just do this and then go back down, right? So you want to make sure that we have a trend before we start trading it. That's on the hourly scale. The daily scale doesn't look too bad. We do have some MACD action here, right? We could get some like this where there's a crossover, right? And can take us further bearish like that into the rest of the week. But I think again, we're getting closer and closer to October, right? Every day forward is closer to October. I announced a couple of streams ago that September 29th, the day that CZ is being released from prison, is going to be the start of the bull run. Now, whether I'm right or not, doesn't matter. The point I'm making is it's a really bullish event, I think, and it's going to be interesting to see if that actually takes shape. So let's see whether or not this actually becomes a bullish event. But right now, Bitcoin is kind of trying to stay above this 200 EMA right there. Again, it's all about timing. Today is going to be a very volatile event. So most likely we have some wicking down here, maybe wicking up here to 61.2, then all the way down to even 57. That's even possible. All right. There is some EMA action here at 58.6. So we might get a wick there. But again, I wouldn't trade anything today. Just stay on the sidelines. Wait until we get direction. Because right now I think 0.25 is going to be it. Even looking at the betting markets, I know I really don't care about that, honestly, because it's just a fun way to look at what you think is going to happen, right? But this started out yesterday, I believe, at 50 basis point decrease at like 57%, near almost close to 60, I think, at one point. And now it flipped over to 49%, which is exactly what we were talking about before. I think I talked about it yesterday. You don't want to start your cuts with the giant cut of 0.5, because that is going to shock the market, right? It's kind of like the Japan Central Bank raising their rates by 0.25 basis points, right? They had to do it by that much because otherwise anything bigger than that will actually be so bearish for all of the markets, all the markets in the world, actually. So this will also send shockwaves throughout the rest of the world if it is a 0.5 basis point decrease, because again, it's all about what traders expect and what the economy needs. So if the economy needs a soft landing, which I think it does, and the traders believe that's the right move, then it's going to be a bullish event, right? So it's going to be probably a sell the news, and then from there we continue to move up. If the traders are expecting a 0.5 cut and the Fed cuts only by 0.25, and that's a bearish news event, because then, it's almost like going against the grain, and it didn't meet expectations by traders. So that bearish event might be much longer than anticipated. So let's see what happens today. It's going to be interesting today. So again, stay on the sidelines. Do not play this market. Leave it to bot traders and algo traders to do all of that. What's happening with dominance? Let's take a look at that. Talked about it yesterday on our stream. We really want this dominance to top out at some point, because we have that resistance there at 59% still intact. If I were to show you the other side, it was a pretty decent support, like right there. And of course that broke through at that point right there. And so now what we have to do is we actually have to confirm that level. So, I know it takes a while sometimes, but this is what happens. It's just going to take a long time to confirm. So from this point, where are we here? From this point all the way to here. Okay. And then it goes down. So I think that level is going to be it. I know more recently, if we look at the MACD here, it's exactly what I talk about all the time with the MACD pinch for the bulls in this case. So that would be for anybody that's holding Bitcoin, the value of Bitcoin or the strength of the Bitcoin is moving up. And we have this upward momentum, right, for MACD and Bitcoin, and this is why it's shooting it up. Now, it may not sustain itself. It might actually top out maybe here at this level, which is pretty soon. Okay. If we look at the weekly, right, we want the MACD to fall at some point. And, it is moving up, right? We have these resistances here at MACD. And so maybe we get there sooner than later. It is up against that red EMA. Do you see that? At 58.72. So even though it's moving up, it's at a resistance. Just responding to some comments. Hello, everyone. Okay, so It's interesting what Bitcoin is doing. It's kind of like moving up and down right now. On the weekly scale, we talked about this yesterday. The MACD looks really, really good here. Really, really good, right? We want this like bearish pinch to happen on Bitcoin, right? Because once it crosses over like that, we start to move upwards, right? We get this momentum, okay? So it's looking like we should be getting it really soon. Again, timing is important. We're about, 12 days away from entering into October. And, not much time left for bears to act on being bearish, right? So if we look at the chart itself, we're a little bit under that pinch, but I think overall we're pretty good. If we go to the monthly returns on Bitcoin historically, you can see that for the most part in September we're pretty bearish, right? But one pattern I noticed is anywhere we're in the year prior to the bull run, we're pretty solid. We're pretty bullish. So here it is in September of 2016, right? A year before the bull run, we're at 6% for the month. We just entered the positive territory in September in 2024, right? Now, again, that goes against this rule because in September 2020, we're down 7.5%. But, I think, 2013 was only minus 176. So we can call that almost even. Okay. Interesting of note, during bull run years, September was bearish. So like you'll see 2014, right? Bearish. 2017, 7.4, that's bearish. 2021, minus 703. So it's interesting to see the patterns, right? Expectations of future price movements. Then again, we go back to October. October, if you can see right here, unless we're talking bear markets right after a bull market, it's all green in the last 11 years. Look at the average and the mean, 22% average, 27% mean. So if anyone's trying to deter you from this, just give them the unfollow button, because they're not looking at statistics and historical measures on Bitcoin returns and Bitcoin sentiment in the markets. So this is important to look at, right? Even if we look at it by quarter, okay? So quarterly returns for years that are prior to the bull run year, so 2017 and 2016. 2016 was plus 58%. 2020 was 168%. I think 2012 was the year before the bull run. This is the bull run year, 2013. We don't know what 2012 was, but overall, quarter four is a really big quarter. So we can expect big things from Bitcoin. All right. Let's take a look at a few other things. That was Bitcoin. Let's look at some of the layer ones. We talked in the last stream and we looked at the weekly scale for a lot of these layer ones like Cardano. We saw Phantom. We saw Say, Sui as well. Solana. Let's start with Solana. I think it's important we look at Solana. So these are the kinds of candles we don't want to see, right? We saw on Bitcoin, we're getting that doji candle. Here, we're actually getting a very bearish candle with a strong lower body, right? So this body doesn't have any wicking, which is not good, right? Now, depends on the timing of this. Right now, if we get any bearish action throughout the week, this is going to probably dump to this level right here. to 120. Also on the weekly, we're not seeing any regression in momentum. So is this maybe the sell then use for breakpoint, which is the normal yearly event for Solana? Because if that's it, then that's probably why it's kind of bearish, more bearish than other layer ones and layer twos. Okay, so if it does become bearish, look for the first level to be around here. Right, we're looking at the top level from this side. The next level down will be down here, like so. Will be the section here, which is about 100. Okay, and then the last one is here at 82. We have the weekly 200 EMA kind of slowly moving up there anyway. So if we have any dropping, and I know Solana trades so wildly sometimes, we could almost expect a crazy wick all the way down just to confirm it really quickly, and then we're going to go right back up. The trading range is still here. Like if you look at it, we're still in this formation. You know, we could get down here at some point if we are bearish. If this doesn't sustain itself, it doesn't move this way. So mixed messages on Solana. Polkadot, I'm really sad about. Really sad about. I fully expected Polkadot to do big things so far, and I expected it to be much higher than it is now, like probably up here by now, you know, just to tread and give us higher lows, and it's doing the opposite, is trying to find a new low. So I'm pretty disappointed in this. Still a Polkadot investor, but it's really sad to see something like this. But as long as it holds this level here, you know, I'm not gonna cry. Right, it's at what is that? That's almost where it is now, at 371. So it is kind of starting to produce a pinch here. The momentum is getting smaller, so there's something to be positive about Polkadot, but really disappointing price action. Polkadot, really disappointing. Sui, just to look at it again. I was showing this yesterday. There is a pinch for the bulls, which is good on the weekly, right? There is that extension. I think we get to this level here first. So it's $1.45. So if we don't dump in the next few days, we should pretty much extend to that level. And then we go from there a little bit. Like we probably stop here, come back down a little bit, and then we get going again. Okay. Now it depends on timing of the market too. But if the timing is right, we can just keep going and just invalidate this level right here and just keep going to the next level, which is almost at $2. And then from there, probably can get to, again, number 2 fib is at $4. So $4 is a good spot. But this is a good crossover for Sui. If anyone's a Sui stan, congrats. It's looking good. Let's look at AVAX. AVAX was crossing over as well, just like that. But this market is kind of confusing, right? Because it looks like it's going to cross over. It's close to a crossover, and it should cross over. But it could also give you one of these things where like it's going to go this way, and then it goes this, like that, and goes back up. So on this side, you can get one of these. So it might take some time. And in terms of the price action, we probably get another low, right, to maybe 18, and then go back up. It looks very similar to Say, in my opinion. If I was looking at Say, right, very similar to Say. You know, I see 3 levels in Say. I see the first level, I see the second level, I see the third level. So technically speaking, we're where we should be, right, in the last level. And I think this dump is really unwarranted at this point. But it could be one of those things where it just wicks, and then that was a confirmation and it moves along for the bulls. But anytime I see a close pinch like this, I'm happy. I'm really happy. So we went over Say, we went over Sui, AVAX as well. Could we do Cosmos? So Cosmos, as you see there, is well below these lows here, right? We don't want to see those things, right? Because then we have to break that support that turned into a resistance, right? So that would be the next resistance. So this is where it confirmed it was going to go down, right? When it breaks through like that, comes back up to confirm and then goes down. All right. So in this case, we need to break through and then come down to confirm it being flipped again. Okay. So it looks like it's trying to do that. If we kind of zoom out and see where we are on the chart itself, it's not that bad. You know, we have so many resistances. We have here, this blue 200 EMA, right, at $10. So, you know, for this to work, we need to blast off really quickly to that level, right? Maybe we reach it, maybe we don't. Come down a little bit, and then we go through. So, if you are a true believer in Cosmos, I would start adding now, if you haven't already. It's in a good spot to add. Like, we've gone to this section, right? And now we're at the bottom of that section. So technically speaking, it's a good spot to add, right? And now, can it get to the all-time high? It's tough to say. I'll be honest with you. I'm not in the know for Cosmos. I don't know what's happening with Cosmos. I'm more in the Solana ecosystem, so I kind of understand Solana, but I don't know whether or not we're going to be able to get to the top level of that, which would be once $100. We probably, you know, find some ground here, like maybe here at $34, right, and call it a night. You know, I don't want to give people a false hope of promise that's going to get to $100. I think $34 to $35 should be where you exit. Same with Polkadot, right? Like Polkadot, I had high hopes. I was hoping we were going to get like at least 50, but now I'm thinking like, man, we're going to barely get 25. So really disappointed. Really, really disappointed. Give an example, like even AVAX, right? So this is the kind of stuff that I wanted Polkadot to do. Wanted to get up to this level, possibly this level, and then come down, right? And then from there, we can make a higher low and we just keep going, right? So AVAX is going to get to like 120, 125. And then Polkadot is doing the opposite, right? It's doing, like it barely got to this level, like got to the bottom of that level and went down. And so something has to be done about that. I don't know what, but it is one of those things where like the price doesn't equate the project. It's fundamentally sound. It has its own conference. It has sponsorships. It's got all kinds of stuff, development, DeFi, whatever, but it's just not getting traction. So I don't know what it is about Polkadot. Yeah, that's that. HBAR, let's look at HBAR. Same kind of stuff as Polkadot, right? We went to this section, just tapped it like that. So what I mean by wicks, which can go either way. Sometimes it just needs a quick wick and then goes straight down, right? Same can be said about, you know, wicks that are go the other way, which is like it does this, back down, and then comes back up. So on a day like this, you know, this is why I say do not trade, because those wicks can eliminate you right away. But it is in a spot where you could add. It is producing almost like the same low as before, definitely a higher low. And so HBAR, I would say you can do it. You add it here. It coincides with that section. right? We're looking for probably 26 cents. Can we get to 40 cents? I don't know. I really don't know. The less liquidity there is in the markets, the less likely it's going to have big run, because we have so many other projects to look into. There's so many new sectors. There's so many new projects. There's meme coins to consider. Like, it's a mess. So we gotta see how others perform. Like if Solana gets to 600, we could probably expect all the other ones to do well as well. Then we can say like, hey, Hedera is going to get up to 42 cents. Cardano is going to get up to whatever it was, I think $3, right? AVAX can get to whatever, and so on. ETH, right? The weekly 200 EMA is hovering here. It is starting to see a decrease in momentum, in the bearish momentum. So we might see some curling this way, which is good, right? The 365 EMA is well below everything, but that's like bear market vibes. So I'm not even considering that. I think we're at a good spot to add to our position, especially because we're touching back to this level here. So I think ETH is in a good spot. Now, we talked about dominance as well for ETH. So, we got to consider where it is on the dominance chart, and whether or not it is ready for anything. So, we're looking for this range right here, between 10 and 12.5%. When it gets to that level, we can expect the strength of ETH to start, which means like in relation to every other token out there, it's going to start to move up much faster and much stronger. Okay. If any of this makes sense to you, great. We're doing good. If it doesn't make any sense to you, send me a comment or send me a DM or ask me a question about it in our Discord. We're about 34 minutes in. I thank you again for watching this live. I appreciate you sticking out almost 35 minutes talking about crypto with me. Appreciate that. And on that note, we will see each other tomorrow, I hope. Yeah, let's do it tomorrow. See you guys.
That's right. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Let's go. Dgenz Crypto Daily. News in the code. Riding on a blockchain. Heavy with the load. Lambo dreams are dying. Rugs are in the air. Chart gave us a meaning to the trading everywhere. Real Bitcoin's on the moon. And Ether's on fire. Rollers in the storm. Lifted higher and higher. With chart in the lead. Watch the candles glow. Crypto's in the fast lane. Never gonna hit them slow. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Oh, yeah. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, that's the key. Stay up on your game now. Trading is wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Fellow to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily, crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free. Farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Velo to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Fortunes you can see. All those diamonds, digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily, crypto is the key. Stay up on your game now. Got you wild and free.